Association league. Just click on it and then you're ready to go. So when you put those parameters in there, it's set. And anything that's changed, you just update the software. So, you don't have to go through and find Jordy Nelson and take him out of your rankings because he tore his ACL in week 3. Obviously, this didn't happen.
Hey.
You remember this? We're all sitting ready to draft.
Welcome to the live CJ Squared Productions Bestball draft. Draft starts here in 15 minutes. It's just me.
Make sure everything.
It's just me today. Maybe joined later by Chris and Joey. I think they are at a baseball game today. Cooper the GOAT is playing. Good luck today, Cooper. The draft is that I'm doing is a Bestball Superflex, meaning that you can start 2 quarterbacks, and it's for a good cause. I am doing it with Fantastics and their DoGood fantasy football. And when you pay out to join the draft, you are actually contributing to DAV, which helps disabled veterans. So you'll get a good look at how I do today. And hopefully one of the other guys will join me so they can give me some feedback. We're gonna see how it goes. Can I pull up my
the Superflex draft? They're never this.
You can hear I don't know if you can hear it, but in the background, I do have the show going on, the Fantastic show. The guy talking, Dan Claskins, I'm drafting after him. Let's see if I can pull.
I'm looking at each of these division draft boards and they're so different. You can't really assume anything. And I guess for me, that's what I like. I think it's a little fun. I like challenging my brain a little bit to be like, okay, how's this flow with the draft one? Because it doesn't matter if it's Superflex, if it's PPR, if it's standard, if it's 10 team, if it's 12 team, if it's 14 team. Essentially, you always apply really the same principles of like being at the beginning of a being at the start of a run and not at the end of the run, right? Not being forced into things. Playing the draft as it comes to the board. And I've been doing it for 30 years, so I feel like I do these things.
Be sure I can find
I look at the way this software helps me fill in the blanks of what I might be missing, and it's like I'm cheating going into some of these hometown leagues almost. And not that I am, but yeah, I'll take the advantage. I'll take the win. I'll take the money. That's what I like. I forget the trophies, James. Give me the cash.
All right,
I'm with you. Give me the paper. I think it's funny that you
gotta get myself into the
people because
actual draft.
I got this guy. Now let me do this.
Let's see.
Try something else. So
yeah, that's the thing with these DoGood fantasies. A lot of these, there's some of these guys, they've been so supportive and they've played so many of them. It isn't that the league differences, they're just trying to have different types of rosters too. So you got to add that variable to the mix.
Well, yeah, and that's what we're trying to do, right? Because here's my thought: if I'm going to do all these best balls, why not just do one for $100 and get one team if I'm going to make them all the same instead of getting 10 of the same teams for 10? I'm with you as far as the Superflex, and no draft is the same because you know how it is. I talked about the one earlier where I didn't take quarterback early, but if you're sitting there at the end of the first round and 1 or 2 quarterbacks go, you get
owners live drafts
3-4 swing. But if 4 or 5 of them are off the board, then maybe you think I have to, or maybe you think now that they're off the board, I should wait. So it's and maybe part of it is the fact that, like you said, the standard 12 team, half point, 1 QB, like we kind of can do it in our sleep because we've been doing it for 20 years. Maybe we're just still getting into this Superflex thing. You know what I mean? Like I haven't been doing more than 1 Superflex.
Oh boy.
3 years ago, I think I was in 1 Superflex league longer than that.
Somebody's
have as many.
I see somebody posted something. Of course I do, Chris. I need your advice, of course. So I'm trying to get into the draft right now. I see Joey probably posted something, says, let's get it, JV. All right. Do you guys know that we actually lost a follower? We had 54 followers. Now we are down to 53. I see you, Joey. All right. I'm trying to pull up my the trying to get into this draft. Let me know what you see, Joey, Chris. Can you guys see? I'm on the Superflex Bestball number 3.
Superflex and our DoGood.
Here we go.
A little over 10 minutes from now. We're also going to take a look at some comeback player candidates. We're going to
see what I got going on.
Odds on comeback. Question of the day.
Somebody's on the clock. Oh, there you go. Hey, there you go. I finally got into my live draft room. I'm there. There we go. Hey, I'm in it. Yeah. Can you hear me, Joey?
There. So we'll share some of our candidates. We'll look at those odds, who we might want to bet on to be the comeback players.
My draft starts in
football.
So Joey, Chris, and everybody else listen, this is a super flex, meaning that you can start 2 quarterbacks. So in this league, quarterbacks are like mandatory, right? You having 2 good quarterbacks is like super important. And right now, I'm looking, there's 22 spots. This is a best ball. And if you're not familiar with best ball, you pick your lineup and you don't set your lineup. When you have your week goes by, it takes your best score from each player, each position, and that's your score for the week. You don't have to pick a starter. And with the bad, that's the good thing, right? You just you pick your players and your lineup is good to go. The bad part is if guys get hurt, you can't replace them. You can't draft anybody. Oh my God. Joey, I may take him in later rounds if nobody picks him up, but Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, okay, I'll think about it. I should have known you were going to be like Danny Dimes. Oh my goodness. But yes, so and it's so early though, right? I'm drafting we're like July the 10th. And another thing is, if you draft somebody and they get hurt, there is nothing you can do. So we're gonna see. I'm really, looking at my board. I may take a running back early. I mean, if nobody takes a good quarterback, I might take a quarterback early. We'll see.
Eagle Eye Network is the world leader in cloud video surveillance, artificial intelligence, and video security management.
Hey, Joey, do I need to turn down my radio? Because that's the actual show. The people I'm actually drafting against are on that show. Can you hear my radio in the background? So I may need to turn my Alexa down for a second.
Optimize foot traffic, store layout, and make curbside pickup more efficient.
What you LOLing about?
And security of your business.
Joe, is what time is Cooper's game today?
Save you time, save you money, and help secure your business.
Because Chris said y'all were going to be at a game today. Okay, I appreciate that. I guess my microphone is finally working. It's only picking up me talking in front of it.
We have dedicated lanes to keep you driving so you can spend less time sitting at docks while enjoying our long length of fall. You can bring your own truck or we can help you lease one. Our customers love us and you will too. Apply today online at johnkristner.com or call 866-386-1860. That's johnkristner.com or 866-386-1860. This is Dan Klaskins. If you play season-long fantasy football, head over to our website, insiderfootball.com.
Draft starts in 5 minutes.
Our fantasy football draft advisor. Using cutting-edge indicators, Fantastic's industry-leading player projections have a proven track record of success to help you customize and dominate your fantasy league one draft pick at a time. Visit Insider Football and
yes. Awesome. She wants 100-meter heat. Nice.
Me, Ray Flowers, talk all things fantasy, fantasy driving, fantasy sports radio, Sirius 210, XM 87. Here's what's happening.
They got so much stuff going on today. Shout out to Ellie and winning that 100-meter dash heat. Right? I'm sure her form was probably perfection out there, Joey.
most subscribers.
She must get her athletic ability from her mom.
There's no better way to spend your morning than with Dan Claskins and James Adams on Fantastics Insider Football.
3 minutes to the draft. I'm guessing. I'm thinking the first guys are going to they're going to go Christian, Dalvin, Kamara, but I'm telling you, you may see a quarterback come off the board with the first pick. I would not be surprised.
Less than that right now from the start of our DoGood Fantasy Superflex Bestball draft. We'll be going with 10 of our listeners today. James and I are getting ready.
You see, they got the projections, the ADP. Mahomes has been going 3rd overall, and Allen has been going 7, and Lamar has been going 13. Wow.
Jim, we talked a lot about it just in the prior segment here.
Titty commish post. Oh, she broke 17 seconds. Okay. I see it. Hey, that's good stuff. We got 3 viewers. I'm guessing that's me, Chris, and Joey, because I saw it on my phone pop up too. Let me text the hot one.
How does it differ maybe from more of a traditional 1 QB setup?
Well, first and foremost, I guess when you say Superflex, it's almost
I'm guessing all our followers, all 53 of them, probably saw it pop up as well if they are subscribers. So they're probably like, oh, I'm not watching this guy talk. Hey, Coop, man, Coop is the man. Coop says the Suns in 4. We're gonna see, Coop. I don't believe it's gonna be the Suns in 4, Coop. I think it's gonna go longer than 4, but we'll see. I think your dad agrees with you though, so we'll see. He's really pushing hard for that Chris Paul first championship.
So not only do you want to think about, when do I attack quarterback? I want to have one of the top 12. I don't have to have one of the top 12 personally. If that's your strategy, you have to be ready for that. But you got to think deeper than that. It's not only what you're doing at the top, but how you're protecting those guys. So
Chris, I got you. I already got my quarterbacks pulled up, right? Last year when I did a best ball, I took Joey's boy Saquon, and of course he got hurt. I still made the playoffs because I did have Russell Wilson and I had Darren Waller, but my running backs were hot garbage in this fantasy league I had last year with these guys. So we'll see. Elite quarterback. We're thinking what? Mahomes. We're thinking Allen. We're thinking Murray. We're thinking maybe Lamar, right? In this league, actually, you only get 4 points for a touchdown. So the touchdown passes aren't as important, and you don't get points for the carries like in our league. Right? In our league, running backs are essential because you get points for every touch. But in this league, running backs don't get points for touches. So your receiving running backs are more important than I see. Yeah, you don't have that running back problem. You don't. I mean, you're starting your league off next year with your keepers. You got Zeke and Saquon. I mean, you did a magnificent job as a GM of seeing that your 2020 season was done and you're looking forward to your 2021 season. I can't fault you. At all. But No, this league is a little different. So we'll see. Oh, the timer will start after the first pick. Looks like we are on the board already. Let's see what we got going on.
Not only is it a super flex draft, James, but it is a best ball draft, right?
Yeah, Superflex best ball. I heard him talking.
Quarterback, best ball leagues, like best ball tens, things that I've been doing for months.
Oh man, I gotta make sure.
Quarterback position a little bit differently than I do in a season-long format. I mean, in most 12-team season-long, 16 games.
Sometimes these guys take a long time to draft too.
Because you can always hit the waiver wire, right? Maybe sometimes I'll
Make sure. Oh, he took Patrick Mahomes with the first pick. Mahomes is off the board already, fellas. I have pick 4. I'm pick number 4, and Mahomes is already done. The guy after me, he has a pre-draft selection. So we're looking. What do you think? What do you think? Mahomes is gone already. He's off the board. So, all right, you got your quarterbacks right here, right? Got to have at least one elite, right? It's a best ball, right? So you got 3 flex positions. So Mahomes is already gone. The other guy, he has 24 seconds left. He may go Josh Allen. And Chris, I'm telling you, if they leave Christian McCaffrey on the board, I have to pounce on that. Josh Allen is gone. I knew it, right? So we got Josh Allen gone. Now the host of the show, Dan Claskins, is next. Let's see where he goes. So what do y'all think? Should I go top Christian McCaffrey, or should I take one of these QBs, right? I mean, the QBs, really, you don't have anybody that's going in that first round. Oh, he took Christian. So I got 1 minute left. I can either go QB, I can go running back. I think here I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go Alvin Kamara, because Alvin Kamara is a monster when it comes to catching passes, putting up numbers. I mean, I don't want to go Dalvin Cook, right? You got to go RB. Dalvin Cook or Kamara, who you guys think? Chris, Joey, this is the team name is CJ squared. So, right, we're going either Dalvin or we're going Kamara. So who we going?
Still probably going to try and handcuff him at the end of the draft.
All right. So last year, I'm gonna tell you, Kamara in this kind of league and this kind of setup was a monster, right? You agree with who? Here we go.
Every draft's different, Dan, as you said last segment, and I cannot tell you what.
Oh man, I think I'm messing up.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see how it
I took Dalvin Cook.
Beller, we got him in number 2.
All right, I think I made a mistake here. Let me see what I got going on.
For team 4, Kyle Williams in that 5-hole. James Adams is picking in the 6 spot ball.
Okay, yeah. See, I messed up. I took Cook. That's all good. I took Cook, man.
Loyal listeners are here. The first pick has been made, and the draft is under.
All right, so my next pick isn't until the 9th pick in round 2. I think round 2, I'm gonna take the best QB I can get, and then take the best receiver I can get with my next pick.
Statistics Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
I should have took Kamara. I messed up. That's all good. It happens. I know, Joey. I blew it. I'm sitting here looking at the screen. I got like 3 screens going on, and I'm sitting here trying to figure out what I need to do. So yeah, it's all good though. It's all good. I can win with Dalvin Cook, right? We can win with Dalvin Cook. So Dak Prescott's gone. You got Dak Prescott off the board. You got so in Yeah, I know, right? I know, but I had it. I had it on there, and like I said, I blew it. I blew it. It happens. But I mean, he's a number 2 RB in football. He gonna catch the ball some too. So that's all good. I mean, you can't, you can't lose with that. I just got to make sure later on that I do pick up his backup. Alvin Kamara just went 9th in this draft. So right now, you got 1, 2, 3. We got all these QBs and running backs in round 1, right? This won't happen in the league, right? In our league, this will not happen. You got some keepers, but there's no way that quarterbacks are going in the first round. Maybe. Joey don't got picks until the 3rd round anyway, so it don't matter to him. Oh, it's more than safe, Joey. Oh, Jonathan Taylor went number 10. Who's my best quarterback on the board available? I still have Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers, Justin Herbert. But these guys they're ADPs. Russell Wilson is a 2nd round. Yeah, it's a snake. It's a 12-teamer. 12-teamer. It's a snake. So my next pick isn't until pick number 9.
All fibromyalgia symptoms. Space is limited. So go to myfmtest.com. That's myfmtest.com.
Oh, Russell Wilson already gone. Man, goodness gracious. QBs are going off the board like crazy. But that's okay, right? That's okay because, the QB is that one position that, you can pick up some guys here. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, that's a pick that, that dude might not even play, right, Joey? Can't take Aaron Rodgers here. That's not even close to being safe. Travis Kelce has gone. Well, I forgot about, I think, man, I definitely got to go quarterback. So I'm going to go quarterback, and then I'm going to take the best receiving option, whether it be tight end or receiver. I mean, you still got Adams, Hill, Waller. Barkley's still on the board, Joey. And we already do the first round.
Statistics, Insider Football.
JB, why are you saying my name, bro? Oh, Zeke went you taking him? Okay. Zeke went first in the 2nd round. We'll see. Nick Chubb went 2nd. So they'll be having a running back run. I mean, the guys are going quick. But Zeke, they went Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is really not a maybe I should stack it up, Joy. If I get a chance, stack it up. Rodgers and Adams, but I don't think they're gonna make it. I don't think Adams is gonna make it that far. It's close. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Okay, Justin Herbert went before Aaron Rodgers. Wow. Got Justin Herbert going with the 4th pick in the 2nd round. Austin Eckler going with the 5th pick. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 4 picks away. Look at all the position players. You got all these guys here. Man, there's a lot of guys on the board that are tasty, man. You got Adams, Jones, Hill, Waller, Diggs. Remember, this is a PPR, full point PPR too, meaning per catch you get 1 point, right? Man, Diggs looking good right here. Yes, sir. You heard it. Full point PPR, Mr. Neal. Full point PPR.
We're doing ours in a couple of weeks to raise funds and awareness for DAV, but
malarkey. Joe Mixon with 3 picks away, man, and it's like it's chock full of players left. Still got Aaron Rodgers left. Got Jalen Hurts left. I mean, I can stack up on some of these good players and come back later to get some QBs, man. Man.
in
Man, if Adams is there, man, I gotta take Devontae Adams. That dude gonna have like 110 catches this year. And if Diggs is there with my next pick, I will go Diggs. They still going QB, man. Cause all these guys already got QBs. So I mean, I'm not scared to get my QBs, even in this kind of league. I'm not scared to go 4th and 5th round with QBs. I am not scared. I know what Chris said earlier. Oh, it's my pick. I gotta go Devontae Adams, people. I have to go Devontae Adams, right? This dude is ranked 6, right? Devontae Adams. Got him. Gotta go Devontae Adams here, man. This dude's gonna, and if they and yes, yeah, he's gonna put up numbers, man. Are you serious? And if I still see Hill or Waller or Diggs there, I'm going with him. Oh, my brother just texted me about his league, and I'm sure, Joey, I'm sure, man. I'm sure. I'm sure. You just like you said you would take Rodgers. If you were willing to take Rodgers there, then why wouldn't you be willing to take Devontae Adams? This is a Dan Klaskins took Tom Brady with the 10th pick. Oh my goodness. Everybody is scared of Aaron Rodgers right now. So what do y'all think? Should I go? Because right now you see my lineup right now. I got two guys. I got 2 guys just ranked in the top 10 already, right? And I still got a chance to get another guy, right? Should I go? What do you guys think? Should I go Hill, Waller, Diggs? Man, I may go Waller here, man, because depends. Got to do something different, man. Look at my QBs. I got on the board right now. I got Rodgers. You got Tanny, Kirk. You got Stafford, Burrow, Carr, Baker, Ben. Dang, Antonio Gibson off the board. Got Wentz, Trevor Lawrence, Cam, Drew Lock. I may just go ahead and take Aaron Rodgers here, Joey, and make sure I draft Love later on. No, I can't do that. Should I take Aaron Rodgers? He's there. Cheetah, yes. I that's what I was thinking too, right? If the Cheetah is there, somebody they took it up running backs too, like crazy too, right? I still got an elite running back already, so I can get some other guys later on. Oh, Tyreek Hill is gone. All positions. So I got Waller, Diggs, Hopkins. I don't like Thomas. I really love Waller here. Waller, he killed it for me in this league last year, in one of these leagues, and how it's set up, because he just so many catches, and those big weeks, man, carry you for a little bit. So I'm either gonna go Diggs or Waller if they're there. I think this Tim Feller guy may take one of those guys. Let's see what he has on his team so far. He has Josh Gibson and he has Antonio Gibson and Josh Allen. So he's probably going to take another quarterback. Man, he's already stacked his quarterbacks. See what Dan's going to do. Dan has Tom Brady and Christian. Let's see what he's going to do. So what you think? Should I go Waller or Diggs? Diggs may have 115 catches, right? Or at least 100 catches. Matthew Stafford, these guys are really hammering the quarterbacks, man. So I think I'm gonna have to in this league. You know, I know Joey may not like it and Chris may not like it, but I have to go. Should I go Darren Waller or should I go Diggs? You know what? I'm gonna go Waller. I'm gonna, because tight ends are important too. Man, Chris, the elite quarterbacks are already gone, bro. Sorry, I blew it on that front. I went Darren Waller. Hey, I'm different, right? I'm gonna get 2 quarterbacks. You know what? I'm gonna get 2 quarterbacks. Hey, look at my screen right now. I got Rodgers. you got Tannehill, you got Kirk, you got Matt Ryan, Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield, right? So if, you know, I still got a ways to I pick again, then I'm definitely gonna go quarterback, right? And I believe any of these guys can put up numbers. I may go quarterback back to back, but I got 3 elite guys. If you look at my squad, CJ Sports, if you look at that, if you can see it, I have 3 guys ranked in the top 10. I got 3 guys in the top 10. You can't go, oh, somebody already got Aaron Rodgers. That's okay. I think if he's there, you know, I still got Tanny. It's Chris's boy. Tannehill just left. These guys are going quarterback heavy. Man, guys ain't joking with these quarterbacks, man. Right?
Quarterbacks off the board, Russell Wilson being QB6, and I think those are the top 6 in my order. You've got your tier 1, your tier 1A. Russell Wilson starts that second tier, maybe he's at the back end.
Man.
About that Seattle offense. And then you've got 5.
You like those picks. I mean, I gotta go, you know, even though you can start with, you know, it's best ball. I can find plenty of guys here. You know, I can find plenty of guys to put in work for this best ball for running backs. I'm gonna go, who knows? It's either gonna be Jameis or Taysom, right? I gotta go with a start. Got Diggs. Diggs went Diggs off the board.
We've seen some drafts where no receiver went in the first round that weren't Superflex, where no quarterbacks went in the first round either. So that is no surprise to me here. But we'll certainly have a run.
Yeah, I know, right?
Indeed, we will.
Man, right now they have, looks like in this they have all these guys ranked ahead. They have all these guys ranked ahead of, I mean, I can tell you guys this, in this kind of league, right? It's not like our league when the quarterback points go crazy. Trust me. In this, the point scoring, the quarterbacks, the elite quarterbacks are still not going to put up gigantic numbers like they do in maybe the league. Metcalf went, man, that's a reach. DK Metcalf.
The open road is strong this summer, and it's never sounded.
Oh, you logging off? Okay, I got you, man. Right? It's all good. Watch it. Your daughter run. She must be got that next heat. Chris must be out there analyzing. He must be out there analyzing all the runners, breaking them down with the analytics, checking how their form, checking their start. Oh, by the way, I have the excellent connection because I did the Ethernet connection, so no issues going on with the connection today.
Okay, next caller.
All right, so Justin Jefferson just went off the board with the first pick in round 4. So many good players still available out there. Plenty of good running backs, right? So I'm gonna take a couple of these quarterbacks because we are in a super flex and I gotta pick somebody up. So I'll pick up one now. I'll take the highest ranked guy and then I'll go from there. Look at these projections. Some reason they got Taysom projected pretty high based off of, you know, the ability of him running. So these ADPs, right?
For discussion, exclusive content, and my favorite.
Oh, it's not my pick. Ooh, I thought it was. Oh, Matt Ryan's gone. Okay, that saves me from taking Matt Ryan.
With this rich community, you can find motivation to dream that.
Ben Roethlisberger's gone. Man, these guys ain't playing with these quarterbacks. Let's see. Oh, he got his first quarterback. Okay, I see. I don't blame him. He did what I did. Dan Claskin's got 2 quarterbacks. James Adams, my boy James, got 2 quarterbacks.
you.
Two quarterbacks there, one quarterback there,
This is and download a free
two quarterbacks there, Mr. Slip, one quarterback. He had the first pick, so yeah, that's why he's right there. Ooh, one quarterback, two really good running backs. Wow, Julio Jones. Wow. Okay.
To get ahead of your competition. This is Fantastics Insider Football with Dan Klaskins and James Adams on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
All right, back at you here, wrapping up hour one of Fantastics.
Hey, Brown. All right. I mean, I may just go with the rookie here. Go with the rookie. Look at my squad, man.
Doing our Superflex.
CJ Squared Sports, Dalvin, Najee Harris. Okay.
Flying right along. 10 of our favorite listeners joining us here in the draft today. We're going to be talking some building.
No, still a lot of good running backs left over.
Lots planned over these next 3 hours, but then at 1 o'clock you'll get
Quarterback. Taking a quarterback here. Let's see. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm either gonna go Baker because I think he's gonna have a better year, or Derek Carr. Baker or Derek Carr. Who should I go with? Right? And how far Deshaun Watson has fallen off, and Sam Darnold. Oh, wow, my goodness. I'm on deck. Wow, okay. So let's go with Trevor Lawrence is gone. Man, I'm gonna go with let's see. Derek Carr. I'm gonna take Baker Mayfield here. Right? Baker Mayfield, right? Baker Mayfield going in the 4th round. My goodness. But I had to take a QB here, right? Now I'm gonna come back and try to get me a really another good running back or receiver. Let's see. I got Swift, I got J.K. Dobbins left on the board. Look at these projections. You got Miles Sanders still there. Goodness. You got a lot of good players left on the board in terms of running backs. And then let's see receivers who I got left on the board. You got Chris Godwin, Mike Evans, Keenan Allen, Adam. Man, look at all these receivers that are on the board still. My goodness. It tells you how this draft is just so different when you Superflex draft and you can start 2 quarterbacks.
That'd be pretty sweet for my Drew Lock Dynasty shares, assuming he's the one throwing him the football. Maybe that's why he's bouncing back, because someone else will throw him the football. I don't know. I looked at Courtland Sutton as a wide receiver 1 back end last year. So yeah, I thought the talent was there. We know that the medicine's good enough. That he suffered the injury early in the year, so he's had about a full year to recover. I like it. That's my pick, but I'm
See Michael Thomas off the board.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping for it. I think it is interesting. They got some weapons there, right? It's like a lot of mouths to feed, and without that pro.
Yeah, so many. Tell you, man, these best ball drafts are wow. J.K. Dobbins. See, J.K. Dobbins went before. Who you got? Miles Sanders, Josh Jacobs, Melvin Gordon, Chase Edmonds, Swift.
Sort of get caught up to date what's going on with our
wide receivers.
Flex Bestball. You can follow along. Bennett has tweeted out the draft board there at SiriusXM Fantasy on Twitter.
Oh, the draft board is on Twitter too.
Yeah, back in round 2, RB6 is where it started with Zeke Elliott falling in to pick 12-1 there. It was 3 straight running backs: Elliott, Chubb, and Mark.
There's so many
RB
players out there, man. My goodness. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go quarterback again. No, I think everybody's. Let me see. I got 1 QB. Dan has 2. James Adams has 2. Jeremy Miller has 2.
Here's a guy.
This guy only has 1.
know that they're probably.
Mr. Slip has 2. He's probably going. He's definitely going to quarterback here. Tim Broderick. He has 1,
Here, but,
2.
we had him as a top 4 running back, even in this setting. And James, I love all the skills that he brings to the field there as a running back. So, your thoughts on Barkley?
That's kind of the same. Kind of follow the same format I did. So they're still looking for quarterbacks and running backs. I'm sorry, just quarterbacks, right? So
I have McCaffrey, or I'm sorry, Barkley much higher than that as well. In fact,
man,
Kyle pick 6. It was between Murray or Prescott, but had I not taken a quarterback, the answer was going to be Barkley for me at 6. So to see him go as the 15th overall pick, I think that's the honest deal. I think it's a great start. I would have taken him ahead of Jonathan Taylor. So Broderick gets 2 guys there. Tim Broderick does, and Taylor and Barkley. I would have taken them in the opposite order, but that's still a pretty good start to it.
Yeah, my goodness. A lot of running backs out here. They don't get touches. A lot of, sleepy guys.
Carry me for a minute. I'm trying to catch up on who's even available.
Fair enough.
Dan Klaskin is trying to watch this, do his show and draft. That's difficult because I'm trying to do this live stream and draft.
Draft is I want to have 3 starters. We like quarterbacks give you that high floor because of their legs. And we saw Murray get hurt last year and he started to lose that floor at the end of the year. But young guys who can move the ball with their legs. I started with 2 of them. Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. I like both of their abilities to move the football with their legs. And then I also like the ability to throw the ball.
Why has the draft stopped?
Hurts got that weapon there to throw to. I certainly like
reload this to make sure.
The ball to throw to. These are offenses that will move the ball through the air a lot. Heck, almost every offense does at this point. It's just relax. You don't have to start with 2 QBs, but I'm going to as long as it fits the board.
Okay. All right, good. I see it's back. That timer is back working. I was scared there for a second, man. Carson Wentz. Wow. Hold on. That guy. Oh, it said he took David Montgomery, but it didn't show up on the screen. That's funny.
Well, the other waiver wire aren't scoring anything, and that's why in a Superflex, I love to start with a pair of quarterbacks. You don't have to do it in rounds 1 and 2. You really almost have to do it before round 4 is over. Have 2 of them if you want to have some decent starters. As you see, we're almost done with 4 rounds, and 18 quarterbacks are already off the board. So that's my philosophy. That's what I was thinking coming in here. And if I could start over and do it again, I would take the same 2 quarterbacks. Maybe the only thing I would do is maybe take Prescott instead of Murray because I really was flipping a coin there. But I'm starting with 2 quarterbacks when an opportunity presents itself. It did here, and I would do it again in a heartbeat.
I'm listening to these guys talk. A lot of stuff they say makes a lot of sense. Trey Lance. I guess Tim thinks Trey Lance is going to be the starter over Jimmy Grapes. Wow. I guess he's looking down the road. That's a tough pick right there. Trey Lance.
First receiver off the court, going all the way down here at pick, I guess what it would be 2-9.
Yeah.
So just crazy to think that the first receiver goes off the board. Then, James, I went McCaffrey. I passed up on Kyler Murray, who would have been my QB3 as well, and decided, hey,
Dan Klaskin's on the clock. Where's Dan going to go? Oh, that's a good pick. He went George Kittle. That's a good pick. All right, I'm gonna go.
I was hoping.
I'm gonna go Derek Carr here. Stack him up with Darren Waller.
I was probably looking at one of my back end QB.
Carr.
Yeah. All right, I got 2 starters. Now it's time to bulk up. Really kind of hit all of the receivers available and running backs available, right? Because there's a lot of running backs left. There are a lot of receivers left. So that's what we're going to do next, right? I guess, you got to get defense on here too. So I'll wait till later rounds to get a defense, right? You can start, if you see here, you can start at least 2 QBs. You can start 2 to 5 running backs. You can start 2 to 5 wide receivers, 1 to 3 tight ends, and 1 defense. So we're going to hit all these position players now. And let's see. Yeah, okay, good, yeah. Yep. Yes, Dan did something to the draft to stop it.
It is hard enough to and talk with about it as you're going, but then you actually have to be the commissioner of the draft. I'm not gonna lie. The draft.
I agree with you. I agree with you. In fact, you threw that out there earlier, Dan. I was like, you know what? I thought I'd wait until I actually got auto picked before I use that excuse of how hard it is to do both at the same time. It certainly is, because I've already found myself at one point. I was sitting here talking soccer in the break, and you're like, "You're on. You got to make it."
Yeah. Well, normally I'm keeping up
I
with the cheat sheet. I'm marking things in the software. It's like, all right, we're getting into round 5. It's like, who's even available? It's like but it is lots of fun. It is lots of fun, and we are moving along here. 4 rounds in, and just quickly, as we get into the 4th round, James, and the 3rd round here. So we had 9 quarterbacks through 2 rounds. In round 3, we've got 5 more quarterbacks off the board. Joe Burrow, I took Stafford to put as my QB2 on the back end of Brady. Then you get Aaron Rodgers, QB12, QB13.
See, a while before I pick again.
There as we fall off the list, but we'll catch you up on most of this as we continue.
Nice.
Phone lines.
I wonder, can they see? Oh, yeah, they can see my name on there. Usually, I thought you couldn't see the names.
Start getting some Bills.
Allen Robinson went off the board. Man, all these good running backs.
He'll join us. We'll take a deep dive on the Bills, all the storylines there. Josh Allen, what can we expect after his big season? Any fantasy goodness in that Bills.
Man, Swift.
And so much more ahead. It's Dan Claskins. It's James Adams. It's Fantastics Insider Football with you on this Saturday morning on Fantasy Sports Radio.
All right. Let's see. Look at people are just skipping over Miles Sanders, Gaskin, David Montgomery. Ooh, Miles Sanders. I talked him up. He went off the board. Definitely taking. See what tight ends are left. Got Mark Andrews, Kyle Pitts, right? Running backs. We still got plenty of running backs that can offer some really good stats, right? See, David Montgomery is going to be the starter. Chase Edmonds, maybe. Josh Jacobs, Kenyon Drake going to be cutting into him. Kareem Hunt definitely has a role catching that rock. James Robinson, you go down the line, you see you still got Travis Etienne. You got this guy supposed to be the starter. Mike Davis, definitely a sleeper, right?
However, the Mariners
they talking about your boy Joey Ohtani and his big home run last night. And tell you, one thing about these drafts, they're always time consuming, right? We're in round 5, and we still have 17 rounds to go. 17. We got a running back run here, man. They're taking the running backs off. They're going off the board. Got to get me somebody here. I still got a lot of picks to go. They may take all the running backs and be gone by then. Look at all these receivers that are left. Still got Chris. They still got the Tampa Bay receivers. Got Adam Thielen, DJ Moore, Robert Woods. Mike Davis gone. I just talked Mike Davis up too. He's gone. That sleeper. All these receivers you got, man. They can have decent years. You got Cooper Kupp, man.
Like Hebrews, we're talking about it on NBA Radio Series 207 XM86. So Dennis,
we start adding some of these. Oh, we got CeeDee Lamb. Goodness. All right. I need to get a running back though. I mean, if Dave Montgomery is there or Kareem Hunt. A lot of these guys may have some future Let's see. Oh, this guy right here, right? Oh, quarterback off the board. This guy right here, he's definitely a sleeper. Is Zach Moss going to have a big year, take over? Wow. Chase Edmonds. Oh, they brought in James Connors to Arizona to kind of battle with him. Chase Edmonds thinks he's going to have a big year. I definitely like Kareem Hunt. Adam Thielen off the board. I definitely like Travis Etienne since they thinking about using him catching the ball. He's gonna be tough to stop out that backfield. James Robinson, man, what a big year he had last year, right? Still gonna put him on my board though, because even though Etienne may cut into his production, he still should be a decent RB2, RB3. But these receivers, man, you got Robert Woods, this dude, and Cooper Kupp, Mari Cooper. I mean, where is a lot of good receivers here, man, that can, T. Higgins. You know that Rashad Perriman is probably gonna be the main man, and Kareem Hunt's off the board, man. Let's see. That was Mr. Slip. Mr. Slip, what you got going on, Mr. Slip? Decent squad. And he got no receivers yet. Wow. He was like, forget wide receivers. Or he going all running backs. Robert Woods off the board. Huh? Coming. We'll see.
Football, one of our favorites to talk to from nyup.com. It's Ryan Talbot. He's back here with us on the program. And Ryan, we always appreciate your time. Thanks for joining us. And
Dan Claskins is drafting. Oh, Danny Dimes is off the board. Joey, he's gone. He went with the 4th pick in the 6th round. Danny Dimes. CeeDee Lamb just went off the board. Wow. Danny Dimes gone.
Let's start off with the guy that leads the offense here, Josh Allen. And
let's see, positions. Woo! We got Chris Godwin and David Montgomery left over. I think Mike Evans, they already drafted Mike Evans? I didn't see Mike Evans go. Oh, okay, yeah. So, wow.
More still ahead, or maybe
Man, so many receivers. I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go and secure up the running back position with my next 2 picks. Let's see what I got. I don't care who's on the board. I'm taking 2 running backs. Wow, somebody in the backyard. Somebody took a good tight end. They took Mark Andrews. Okay. I'm on deck. So somebody took Josh Jacobs. All right, good. I will take David Montgomery. Did somebody already take David Montgomery? All right. How is David Montgomery? How is he locked? That's weird. Oh, he took with, yes, right. Chase Edmonds. So hopefully he will get some touches. I'm gonna go with another. Oh,
Enough to go around with Allen throwing the ball and running the ball himself for fantasy owners to even want to get involved in this factory.
let me see. Let me go all positions. See what we got left. We got Chris Godwin. Nobody messing with Chris Godwin. I think I may have to go Chris Godwin here. You know, Kyle Pitts off the board early. Man. Mike Evans off the board. They took Mike Evans over Chris Godwin. I wonder if Chris Godwin was one of those guys that guy drafted. Yeah. Set my mic to the side for a second.
When you look at things, they military had 50 targets last year, the passing game, and you have to acknowledge that 18, so it's 60 plus targets.
Cam Donald's gone. Jamar Chase gone. Why did Chris Godwin gone? If not, I'll take Chris Godwin.
That's really interesting.
Go by position.
I was thinking that maybe, I know there's been back-to-back third-round picks.
Still got plenty of players out there that can put up numbers.
Great.
Man, plenty of players that can put up numbers.
I was like, man, they must be sold on these guys. The thing is, I would say with the Buffalo running backs,
running backs, Melvin Gordon, Leonard Fournette, James Robinson, Rasheem Mostert, David Robinson, Damon Harris, Ronald Jones. I'm definitely going wide receiver here. Oh, he took Chris Godwin.
yes.
I'll go. You know what? I'm gonna go DJ Moore.
Obviously, Stephon Diggs might have been, outside the quarterback position, the fantasy MVP last year. Why?
But
Big.
I'll take Cooper Kupp. I don't know what's going on. I could have swore I had it on DJ Moore and I hit draft. So Ooh. Wow. JB does it again.
Guys like Devontae Adams and Tyreek Hill.
Oh, wow. So I have to draft. Let me just
Big expectations for improvement were there, but
let's see when my pick comes up again. I don't draft again until the 8th pick of round 9.
over the two should go. Hold on. It's only needs to be built. He was a man of his word. He started at 100% time. I think he's obviously finishing with over 1,500 yards, touchdowns. I just think that he's going to be a star on this offense again in 2021. He'll obviously surpass 3-1 in target by a tactical march, but he's still some other pass catches behind him that could be pretty relevant in terms of fantasy football.
We're talking Bills football. We're doing it with Ryan Talbot from nyup.com. Get him on Twitter at Ryan Talbot Bills. The obvious question is, have you ever gone through a table? Was it on fire? But more importantly, what about the tight end position? Is there anything there to be found, or is it like the Bills backfield that you maybe avoided in fantasy?
One, never been through a table, so I'm playing cards under that. But figure their own pretty interesting lot at the life, so I'm sure.
Yes.
Back in the past here. But we're gonna have them and. You can late in draft. I have to read some docs in that. I know that the bill for the last month was pretty through Denver. But it doesn't have this point. I don't know if it's going to happen. They added Jacob Hollis or someone who John Taylor knows very well from the days at Wyoming. I think it's a solid number 2 tight end for this offense. Had a really nice game against the Bills 1 year ago, and they put on Seattle and that came out. And then you have Tommy Street behind that. But here's Dawson Knox. You can't flash. Dawson Knox was probably the first pick of the McBean era, as they call it here in Buffalo, where he wasn't necessarily drafted for production. Where Brandon Bean, a lot of his picks are guys that were very productive in college. Dawson Knox was in a little bit offense that really funneled to the wide receiver position. He was drafted because of his athleticism and those tendencies for it. The fact he works for speed. If he use that athleticism and his team came together. Now, Q1, we saw some flashes, some separation from defensive back to linebacker, being open, making some really nice plays with his body adjustment, but he didn't really take that step in year 2 where it was kind of frustrating. He has to drop it again. But
I'm back. And still have 12 more picks until I pick again. Draft. You may look at my draft board and say, "What is he doing?" But with this league, trust me, it comes down to guys making catches more than it comes to guys scoring touchdowns. So I got some touchdown makers. I got some guys who catch the ball. So, I got some decent QBs, not elite, but I think they will produce. Still got a couple of QBs left over that may produce. Let me see who we got. We got Taysom, Cam, Drew, Jimmy. I mean, Jameis is still out there. Golf is still out there. Zach Wilson, the rookie, is out there. So we'll see where those guys fall. And I say right now, I'm really trying to hammer running backs and everything else and receivers. So we'll see. Position players, tight ends left. We still got a couple left. Maybe I take a tight end. Let's see. You got some decent tight ends left too. Jonnu Smith and Logan Thompson. Let me see. Tanyan, right? Dallas Goedert's probably going to be the starter in Philly, but let's see. I got a superstar tight end, so we'll see how that goes. Ooh, Fitzmagic off the board with the last pick of the 7th round. Draft commentator. Somebody wants to get, it says phone froze, he wants to get Fields. T. Higgins. Let's see. Let me look at a lot of quarterbacks are left for positions, right? They're saying take Taysom or Cam.
Because of how quick he's out of the form. I think that make a whole. I don't not from the two, but I think that Gabriel Davis is going to improve upon his numbers for many years.
It's going to be the Denver starting quarterback. Wow.
Josh, anything about the defense that worries you as far as a fantasy player goes for the offensive output? Because the Bills defense is pretty good. Now, last year it seemed like the offense, they were full go, full blast, didn't matter if they had a big lead. Do you expect more of that? Do you expect it all for the defense? Cause some headaches for fantasy owners because Josh Allen doesn't need to throw the ball in the third, late third, early, and into the fourth quarter.
James Robinson.
Mr. Slip took James Robinson. Mr. Slip. They got like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He got 5. He has 5 running backs already. Wow. Stacking. That's called. You're stacking them up.
He went on fourth down.
Holster, Fournette, David Johnson for Houston, Damian Harris. I mean, I really do think Leonard Fournette's going to have a decent role this year. I mean, who we got down here that can still. Add to work list. Tony Pollard, add to work list. We'll see if any of these running backs left. Definitely gonna take one because it's still plenty of receivers. You got Galladay, Cole Beasley, who catches everything. Fournette off the board. Wow. Jim. Miles Gaskins, Fournette, decent squad. Real balanced. Let's see.
Now, and all is just a player that's been here for so many.
Bust to bust. Man, it's like after you get past those guys, man, it's like nothing. Wasteland.
On that line that accommodate that to our best and will improve a little bit down there yeah, from going 20.
Ryan, always great catching up.
Motor gone.
Ton of fun.
Let's see, where are the rookies?
Start to draft those Bills players into their lineups if they want to get
DJ Dallas, that's Joey's boy. Man, it's nothing.
Not just fantasy owners, but all the Bills Mafia out there as well.
Ooh, Justin Fields off the board.
I'm telling myself, on any of the major podcast platforms, we also go live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter.
Dallas Goedert. Let's see, I'm on deck.
Ryan Talbot at Ryan Talbot Bills on Twitter, a must follow there. To catch up with you as we get closer
Kenny
to the
Galladay.
season.
Who I got?
And everything
1,
lies ahead.
2. Let's see.
Right.
It's not gonna get a starter. All these QBs.
Person at least follows the
Dave
team.
Montgomery, can't get him. Zach Wilson, David Johnson, got Juju.
We come back, kick things back to what's going on in this DoGood Fantasy Superflex Bestball Plus. For the first time today, we're going to open up the phone lines for you. You got some keeper questions. Maybe you have your own draft you want to talk about, whatever the case. 888-XM Fantasy, 888-963.
Juju, Cole Beasley, Debo, Odell. Man, a lot of still good guys left. Let's see. Let's go with Juju.
All week long for the NBA Finals. Share opinions from our experts and exclusive interviews from Milwaukee. The Phoenix Suns, Phoenix, especially to winning
and being on top.
Hear nonstop coverage of the NBA Finals all weekend, plus every second of Game 3 Sunday night at 8 Eastern on NBA Radio, Sirius 207, XM86, and the Sirius XM app.
If the pandemic's taught us the easiest way for germs to get into your body.
So right now I got Derek Hart, Baker Mayfield, got Chase Edmonds and Dalvin Cook,
Navage nasal kick.
Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, Cooper Kupp, Juju Smith-Schuster.
Colds and flu.
And you can start multiple. I mean, you can start like 4 receivers, and all these guys will catch the ball. Waller, Adams, Kupp, Schuster. So now I just gotta I don't know, just get another decent running back. Okay. Jameis is off the board.
Experience Navage at zero risk. Go to Navage.com, buy Navage, and use it for a month. If you're not delighted, return it for a full refund. There's nothing to lose and a lifetime of better breathing to gain. Also available at
Hines.
CVS.
I mean, the running backs.
Navage.
You don't know who's going to have a role. So,
People are.
I mean, who is?
That sounds like something to look at. And that's medicine.
Wow. Okay, that's a nice one, Michael Carter. That's the guy.
And that's huge, but it's also true.
Odell Beckham.
Satisfied after making the switch to the customer satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Medishare works. It's been around for more than a quarter century, and members have shared more than $3 billion of each other's bills.
Mike Davis really has nobody behind him at all.
Yeah, you can save a ton. And
nobody's drafted
happy with how you're taking care.
Nobody's drafted a Bills. I mean, one of these guys got to be the starter.
Price within 2 minutes.
Right? One of these guys has to be the starter.
855-79-BIBLE. That's 855-79-BIBLE.
Grace Sermons.
855-79-BIBLE. Classics. If you play season-long fantasy football, head over to our website, Insider Football.
This guy I read is going to be the starter.
Advisor.
So I may go with him. David Johnson, I don't mess with him. Ronald Jones, too much of a timeshare with Leonard. I mean, all these guys got timeshares.
Download a free trial today. That's insiderfootball.com. Insiderfootball.com.
Who's the Houston running backs? Mark Ingram, Phil. Yeah, see, you got Phil Lindsay there with David Johnson. He'll probably get some touches. Hey, Rex Burkhead. Dan Claskin took the guy I was going to draft. All right. So I'm going to go with another guy that I believe will be the starter, even though he's down here in the projections. Right. You know, it's tough, man. You down here in the dredges. Could go with David Johnson. Phil Lindsay. You know what? Let's see who I got. I got Chase Edmonds. You know what? Why not? Let's see. David Johnson, Ronald Jones, Jeff Wilson, James Conner, Hines. Who's gonna get the most catches? You know what? Let's see if David Johnson got anything in the tank.
Some of our participants throughout the day, and you can call in as well. Lights now moving.
Ronald Jones was after that.
888-963-2682. That's the way to get in there, and we'll definitely look forward to talking to all of you, helping you for your draft. If you're preparing for your draft, no better way to prepare than using our tool, the Fantastics Draft Advisor software. It's available out there now, insiderfootball.com.
Somebody find to Deshaun Watson. That could be the steal of the draft if the guy plays.
Download, check it out, see all the features. You get them right there.
Absolute steal of the draft if he actually plays this year.
Not being able to use the software here in this draft, I can barely even keep track of the draft itself hosting the show, but probably some of our listeners out there, James, might be using the tool here. But we've got lots of things to get to over the next couple hours. We're with you to 1 p.m. Eastern. And James, Your thoughts so far on, looking just at your squad, the first 8 picks you were picking out of the 6 hole. We know you started with the double tap on the quarterbacks, QB3 and QB8 off the board, and Kyler Murray and Jalen Hurts. Get us caught up on what that rest of your squad's looking like thus far.
Pretty excited about my team, if I'm being really honest here, Dan, and I guess it should be since, well, it's my team and I drafted it, but Murray and Hurts to start with. I love the combo. I got Calvin Ridley with the 3rd pick. I really like him in the 3rd round. I mean, he's a top 5 wide receiver. Now, the problem is, Dan, I didn't get great running backs, and you're not going to when you go QB receiver, and you get your first running back in the 4th round. I went Chris Carson. He's been good to me over the last couple of years. He's steady. He's probably not the greatest upside play in the world, but it gives me a floor. I'm pretty confident. Seattle wants to run the ball, so I'm pretty confident in his floor, but he doesn't excite me. Round 5, I get Michael Thomas. I'm not going to lie to you. That was an auto pick. I was sitting here looking at which running back I want to take as my RB2. Lost clock time, but I ain't mad at that pick, honestly. In round 5, I think it's a great pick, so I'm happy with it. One of the running backs I was looking to get was Josh Jacobs in the 5th round. He falls to me in the 6th. Again, I don't love him. I don't think there's massive upside, but this guy was a round 1 running back a year or 2 ago. So the floor of the 2 running backs I got, I really like, even though I can't say they're great upside plays. But then I go with another upside play. I know you want to stay away from Houston, Dan. Not me. I'll take Brandon Cooks. I'm not sure who's going to throw him the football. I guess I still think it's Deshaun Watson. The truth is I don't have a clue. But Brandon Cooks is going to be the deep threat, a guy catching the football in a team that stinks, getting the ball thrown to him a lot, I would assume, in the second half. So I got to think there's tons of upside for a guy who's already been a pretty good best ball play. He's boom or bust. Then I think it was the 4th round where DeAndre Hopkins went right in front of me. And I wanted to take that pick to pair him with Kyler Murray. I couldn't do that, but I did get to pair my Ty Dallas Goddard with Jalen Hurts. So that's the last pick I made before the pick I'm about to make. And Dan, I think it's time to take a chance.
You're going to take a chance. We'll let you make the pick. You go and do that. I'm going to bring in, we got our caller coming in here. And if you want to join in on the phone, let's do that. 888-XM Fantasy, 888-963-2682. And James, we have another James. This James from Ottawa. He's joining us in perfect timing for his call because it sounds like he wants to talk about how to take his league from a standard to a super flex. Am I reading that right, James?
That's correct. So I'm in a 10-team standard league with 4 keepers. My keepers looking ahead are Mahomes, John Taylor, McCaffrey, and Adam. And I have 4 next.
BJ Green still out there. Russell Gage. Ain't mess with Russell Gage.
For the next 10 years.
There's some guys out there. Gabriel Davis.
Jonathan
Taylor. I knew it was a stub. Yeah. I didn't write it down long. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, first of all, Mahomes, just having him in this format is great. Then you got to like that. I really love your core here. In a super flex, though, James, with 4 keepers, my guess is there's going to be plenty of good quarterbacks. I don't know, James.
Cincinnati. Tyler Boyd still out there.
That core for it. What we could see out there. Is Lawrence the right move?
Cleveland. Jarvis Landry still out there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Available at pick 124.
Dallas.
Rookie
Michael Gallup still out there.
So that's the part I'm unsure about here.
We're going into super flex next year. So it was like this year to set myself up for next year.
I understand. So this
Jerry Judy. Detroit. I mean, somebody has to catch the ball for them guys.
We'll have a chance to come right. I'm with James. I mean, you look like you got yourself this court.
Houston, nah, nobody. Indiana, no. Ooh, Michael Pittman.
Forever.
I think he's gonna be the number 1. Shark.
There's no one now. James. And then and let me, while we got you, can I ask you a question? just out of curiosity, because it sort of plays into a topic we're going to get into when we hang up with you, is why leagues should consider moving to Superflex. What was it for your league that made that decision become a reality?
I think that valuable. So everyone was punching the quarterback for the last few picks. There was just no value, and quarterbacks were fun. So we just wanted to.
Murray.
And we did a heavy stand.
And no.
We were back in the mix and the format change. Our league is going into its 16th year, and I think it's
Running backs, man. Running backs.
To make those changes, because I know sometimes that isn't always the easiest thing.
McKissick.
So as for
Brian Hill.
trying something different, hope it works out for you. I think this season's going to work out for you no matter what they pick one for. You're sitting pretty, especially if Adams is football, man. So good job. Thanks for the call, and hopefully we'll talk to you later in the year, James. Good luck to you. Good stuff there. And James, that's just it. One of the topics on our slate today to talk about on this Superflex episode is, all right, so you're in your hometown league. It's the same group of owners, you know, guys and gals, whoever makes it up. And it's all been playing this core people together for a number of years. Maybe
golf.
Maybe there's a few keepers. Obviously, keeper leagues, a big transition of change maybe has to be considered in a multi-year approach, like our guy James from Ottawa is doing here. They got 4 keepers. It's a big drastic move, but all right, we're not going to do it this year, but it's coming next year. I think that's fair in those settings. But maybe it's just a regular week. You know, it's just your hometown. You know, the same 12 people you've been playing in mostly for the last handful of years. Like, why do you think Superflex leagues change around that just 12 team, one quarterback? I mean, what do you think their pros would be for a league to consider going to Superflex? How would you make the argument for that?
Well, first of all, I thought you were going to ask James how he got such an awesome name.
Debo Samuels. All right. Got a difficult pick to make here.
Watch the game, and you're going to cheer for the guy.
Chase Claypool went off the board.
Like, I mean,
let's see. Position.
Want the centerpiece of the fantasy game.
Man, you got Henry Ruggs, Jarvis.
More quarterback play. All those passing yards are going nowhere, right? They're just.
Let's see what I got going on here.
The receiving yards, the other end of that are going somewhere. I mean, you sit back, you watch the game. Everybody grows up dreaming of being the quarterback, right? I think I was trying to be Dominic or whatever is the Green Bay quarterback was back in the day. I wasn't, you know, everybody grows up wanting to be the quarterback. So put the quarterbacks on your fantasy team.
You just pulled out the Magic Man as a reference of like
I have never wanted to be the superstar, Dan. I've always liked the lesser guy, right? Like I cheer for Charlie Hoffman. I don't cheer for Tiger Woods. That's just how I am. I
actually
like
had
that.
John Gronkowski off the waiver wire one of my first years. I'm not even joking because I believe you. He's got Brett Favre came in and led it all team right back against the
man. I got guys who catch the ball. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a tight end. 1, 2, 3.
Either way, James.
Definitely go running back here. Think I'm gonna take.
I mean, literally.
Let me see. Best running back available right now. Naheem Hines, who does catch the ball. Jeff Wilson, he doesn't really catch the ball. I may go Hines or McKissick. Some pass catchers, man. In this 1 point PPR league. Still have to go, and I've been on here for almost an hour and a half. Got 12 rounds to go.
It's a lot of fun. That's why most of the leagues I set up today, new leagues, they're Superflex leagues because the quarterback does deserve to be out there. And you know,
Alec Higbee. You know what? Look at my tight end position. Who's left? You got Gesicki. Did somebody already take Blake Jarwin?
There's only 32 teams in the league with buys. I mean, nobody wants that. So I only consider 2 quarterback leagues if it's 10 teams, right? But in there, I think
Thomas, Tanyan, Saseki, Cook.
Michael Pitt.
quarterbacks are fun.
Oh, good pick. I like that Michael Pittman pick. They had him down so far. I wonder why. He's going to be the number one receiver. So Robert Tanyan.
We'll update you more on this draft. Continue to take your calls. You can get them in with us. 888-XM Fantasies. How to do that. Let's take a quick break now. We'll be back with more Fantastics Insider Football right here on Fantasy Sports Radio.
Let's see.
Featuring playlists created by local experts to make you feel like you're there.
Call in. Oh, that's a good one. Devontae Smith.
At Puma, we believe innovation in performance apparel is a
Somebody already take.
every season.
Nobody even touched these guys. Jeez.
Cool, comfortable, and protected during your warm weather rounds. And
Wow.
winters matters. From our claimed performance jersey,
That's great.
featuring exclusive prints and patterns, to our performance sports
Team, all positions.
double down on UPF 50+ sun protection.
Taysom is still out there. Andy Dalton, Drew Lock.
50+ apparel is trusted by PGA Tour players like Harris English and Lee Westwood, and designed with a sharp style to keep pace wherever your day takes you.
By 13.
Get ready for the height of summer.
Week 8.
Puma sun protection apparel. Explore our sun protection styles today at PumaLar.com. Get free shipping, effortless returns, and a complimentary gift with your purchase at PumaLar.com/bonus. PumaLar.com/bonus.
School's out for summer, but if your business is running QuickBooks, you'll never get a break. Their manual processes, integration difficulties, and glitchy delays will leave you scrambling for the numbers you need. Failing to graduate to NetSuite will leave you stuck in summer school while your friends party. NetSuite by Oracle is the #1 cloud financial system, no matter how big your business grows. With
Man, if you got you on live, you can't be doing nothing crazy.
everything you need to grow all in one place. Automate your processes with NetSuite and close your books in no time. 93% of surveyed businesses increase their visibility and control since graduating to NetSuite. Special financing is back. NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind financing program to those ready to graduate. Head to netsuite.com/XM right now.
I guess the timer is paused here. And Dan finally made his pick, and Dan's just taking all of my freaking
targeted
picks.
Most patients do not know all of their options. Precision immunotherapy, genomics, and non-invasive surgery are working to protect and extend lives. I'm Dr. Dino Prado, and I personally welcome you to utilize our precision second opinion to discover if Invita is right.
Let's see what we got going on. Let's see. So many good players to draft. All right, now I'm gonna get some more of these. I'm gonna get some more tight ends and everything else going on. Let's see what we got. I'm all over the place.
I'm Dan Klaskins. He's James Adams. We are Fantastics Insider Football. InsiderFootball.com. That's where you can go. You can check out the Fantastics Draft Advisor software, all the tools to help you win our 2021 projections. They are all at your fingertips there. Go download a free trial. Check it out.
Now pick again till round 12. Man.
With some of those participants as well as you, 888-XM Fantasy on the phone. James, your impressions overall, not just your team, but 10 rounds in, just some thoughts.
Squad's looking all right. Are you back? Are you back on the thing, Joey? Probably not.
Gotcha. I guess the expectation of single top.
It's looking okay.
Back here. Not a big surprise. I don't know if I'm surprised. We talked about it a little bit. Only one receiver goes off in the first 2 rounds. That's a little surprising to me, even with 9 quarterbacks going in the first 2 rounds.
We're talking about the draft right now on Sirius XM. It's crazy.
Because I knew that they were absolute monsters. Get 10, 12 catch beats. It can certainly. I mean, I've had Tyreek Hill having a good week by himself, but didn't have a great week. In fact, I think it was against Antonio Gibson on Thanksgiving week, where I thought I was dead in the water. So I gave real consideration. I'm surprised to see guys like that.
Oh, I see.
I get wide receiver 4 count.
Somebody's back on there watching.
I'm not sure that there's
Anyway.
Flex. I don't come into the draft with a whole lot of preconceived notions.
Man,
other than
it's July 10th, right? Going to get a whole lot of more drafts in before 2 of my big league drafts, with my brother's league and my league coming up in August and September. But this is some good practice to see how things go, even though those drafts are definitely not Superflex drafts, right? So you have to think about the Superflex and this 1-point PPR, guys who catch the ball and guys who can have big weeks are a must. And I do have a couple of guys like that, right? I paired a couple of guys up, right? Definitely need to get another quarterback. Taysom's still out there, but is Taysom going to start, or is James going to start, right? But with Sean Payton, you never know, right? But we'll see. I may go Taysom this next one. He's probably off the board by the end. Or I may even go, QB1 in Chicago, Andy Dalton. Who's going to be the starter in Denver? Is it going to be Drew Lock, or is it going to be Teddy Bridgewater, right? And it's so many wide receivers out there that can produce right now. It's so many. And I'm still looking at Alexander Madison and Tony Pollard, right? Those guys could have big weeks. I think I'm going to add one of those guys in my next pick. I'm going to pair him with either a tight end, right? Another tight end, just for maybe the 1 week that Darren Waller doesn't play, and a running back, right? Let's see what running backs are on. I'm thinking either Madison, Pollard, right? Because you never know with Zeke, and especially Zeke and Cook. But I did pick up Jamal Williams from Detroit, because Detroit's going to run the ball and pass the ball to the running backs, because they got Jared Goff as their QB, and Jamal Williams looking pretty good. He's probably going to be a timeshare with DeAndre Swift. I was disappointed that they even brought Jamal Williams to Detroit, because I was looking at keeping Swift in one of my leagues, but I can't keep him now since Jamal Williams came there. So, we'll see, right? We'll see. I'm gonna. Oh, somebody took Michael Gallup. It's a good pick. Round 12. We still have 10 rounds to go, people. 10 rounds, right? Always can go back. I know I don't have a whole bunch of live viewers, but hopefully some of y'all will go back and peep this out when you are doing your Superflex leagues, or any of your leagues in general, right? Ooh, Drew Lock off the board. See, somebody is believing in Drew Lock, right? I mean, quarterbacks. How many QBs are left that might get a run? You got Andy Dalton. That's it. He's the only one that may get some run, right? Everybody else, you have no idea if they're going to play or not. That means all the QBs are gone. In the Bestball league, you can't pick anybody up. So towards the end, I may pick up 1 or 2 backups. Just go with who I got, right? I may go Taysom. I think I'm gonna go Taysom or Andy Dalton if they're on the board. just to have that third QB option.
So yeah, I think Evan Ingram could be huge. It's got to stay on the field. I mean, I've been saying this, and it's not. We haven't seen it yet. So I believe totally in the talent there. Just got to keep the young man on the field.
Yeah. I think, well, first of all, I'm trying to give her the recency bias. That ball he dropped that I could have won that 15 G's on in that showdown entry on that Thursday night. So and when he dropped that ball,
Wow.
it iced the game for the Giants.
Wow, stuff going on out here. Vontae Parker is probably going to be the number 1 receiver in Miami, and he went in the 12th round. There are still some guys out there. You know, who's going to be the number 1 receiver in
much about Evan Ingram? Yeah,
Las Vegas? Is it going to be Henry Ruggs? Right? About Detroit, Rashard Perriman. I'm looking at these dudes like, right? So we'll see what's going on, man. Russell Gage, the number 2 receiver in Atlanta's off the board. Oh, that's a good pick. I like Hines. He's definitely a guy who can have a big week catching the ball. He's always like that, right?
He's sort of more.
But you got all these guys here kind of bunched together. You know, see Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown off the board. Hollywood Brown. Who's the starting running back in for the Jets, right? You still got this guy right here. Somebody already drafted the rookie, but this guy is the guy who probably is going to be the starter. Wow. All right, we'll see. What? 2 more picks than I picked, right?
Around blended ADP, what our tool is, it pulls in 8 different sources of ADP data here, which is about the price to pay.
Oh, somebody talking about swapping some picks. Somebody feel bad. Oh well, if you are drafting on a computer or doing your draft, man, that's the worst for you. Have a computer glitch, but it happens. It happens every time. For 1 year, I got completely boned because of it. Right, I just got destroyed. All right, let's go with I'm going to go with Andy Dalton here. Probably start the year as the starter. No, yeah, Andy Dalton. We're with Andy Dalton, the red rifle.
With Michael Smerconish is now in session and now on the SXM app. Free for most subscribers. Download it today and tap podcasts. If the pandemic's taught us anything, it's that the easiest way for germs to get into your body is the nose. We all know how to wash our hands, but how do you clean your nose? For over 2 million Americans, the answer is Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs that cause congestion, colds, and flu, so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier.
Let's see somebody who's going to catch the ball. You got Sony Michel, J.D. McKissick.
Nasal irrigation to stay healthy, explaining that bacteria and viruses thrive in warm and moist environments, and then you can wash away
work list setup
so they don't make your nose their home. Experience Navage at 0 risk. Go to Navage.com. Buy Navage.
See some other tight ends that.
If you're not delighted, return it for a refund.
Yeah, Evan Ingram.
And a lifetime of better breathing to gain. Also available at Target, Walgreens, CVS, Bed Bath, or Friday. Navage, Navage.
Having your own home is awesome, but it's also a lot of work.
Graham, Jack Doyle.
Projects is easier than ever. Introducing Angie, the app that puts all your home care needs at your fingertips. Need a pro to fix that emergency leak? Maybe find someone to build a deck, or even set your seasonal tasks on autopilot. Angie can handle all that and more. Expert pros, hundreds.
And these commercials from SiriusXM are louder than the actual shows.
It's Angie, your home for everything home. Download the app today.
Stan Claskets. If you play season-long fantasy football, head over to our website, Insider Football.
Somebody left
fantasy football
the draft. Wow. Somebody had
Fantastic's industry-leading player projections have a proven track record of success to help you customize and dominate your fantasy.
Wow.
One draft pick at a time. Visit Insider
Mike Williams, yeah.
A free trial.
Mike Williams is still out there. Wow.
Ball.com, insiderfootball.com.
The Fantasy Drive, tune in every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Catch me, Ray Flowers.
Fantasy Drive. Let's see. Hilton, Nelson Aguilar, Slayton, Rager, Crowder. Still got some decent.
Claskins, James Adams on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
All right, cruising right along with you. Hope your weekend's off to a fantastic start. We're having lots of fun here on Fantastics on this Saturday as well, and definitely looking forward to bringing it home over the next hour. But don't worry, once we look, there's good fantasy content ahead all day long here on the channel, including 1 to 3. It's our replay of the FSGA Fantasy Football Champions League Draft. 3 to 5 Sirius XM Fantasy got you covered. 5 to 7 Eastern Win. 7 to 10. It's
J.D. McKissick. Somebody took Tyrod Taylor. Wow, good pick, right? Let me see. Kyle Williams. Kyle, how many quarterbacks you have? 1, 2, 3.
Well, this year, what players?
4.
Our guy, Patrick Kelly's Zeke as well, as long as
Kyle
he's healthy. We've got some other names that have been answered throughout the morning. Carson Wentz, T.Y. Hilton from our guy Pete Dockett, Jeremy Miller, Zach Moss, Michael Thomas, DJ Shark, along with Zeke as one of those answers as well. Some good names there, James. I'm interested to see what names you like to put on the list in your conversation.
I mean, Joe Burrow is probably the guy I'll throw money on because I like to bet the Bengals. I like bigger than 6 to 1 though, at plus 600. I mean, he makes a ton of sense. Dak Prescott being the favorite is really the obvious answer because he was on fire before he got hurt last year. He was dominating because the defense stinks in Dallas, and Story stud. It's a great running. So I mean, Dak makes a lot of sense. Right, these top guys at the board make a lot of sense.
Goodness gracious!
To make a profit, are you?
A lot of guys still out there. Yeah, a lot of guys still out there.
It's Kyle Long because he's an offensive lineman, but he just sat out of here. I don't know if he's right. He's not really coming back. I guess he took off because his body was beat up, but I don't know, man. Like last year, I thought the obvious answer was Stafford. I never even thought about Alex Smith. And then in hindsight, he was so obvious. I don't have the obvious guy. Like Carson Wentz, if
somebody finally took Taysom, took that chance with Taysom. You got Tariq Cohen coming back.
Because you've got a few guys.
P. Ryan, Darrell Williams, Booker.
I can't tell you I'm great about any of these bets.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kansas City has Jerick McKinnon.
It's just as in general, some of these names on the list, they're like,
Barber, let's see, Mark Ingram, Carlos Hyde.
Right. I mean, there were so many factors.
Jordan Wilkins.
With his struggles.
Let's see.
It was on him, but most of it was on the things falling apart around it. The offensive line.
Jordan Howard.
Obviously, the Dak Prescott just had a huge blow on that entire offense. So you can see why he had the bad year to begin with, right, James? And I think that's one of the things to consider when looking about that unit. So I'm going to make my pick here and let you go with that thought.
Yeah. And look, I mean, I'm more looking at the comeback player of the year. Certainly,
their radio broadcast is behind their actual draft. That's funny.
Not necessarily the odds. Players you expect bounce backs from.
Man, I don't make another pick until the 14th round. I still got a lot of rounds to go.
Steps into again an offense where they've got to start the year. Good tight end, good running back. Stay on the field.
Somebody finally reached up and picked a defense.
Playing a whole lot with injury. I try to find guys that are in good spots. We got to find guys that are going to have good.
Somebody took Mac Jones. Wow, Mac Jones. Who? Mac Jones off the board. Darnell Mooney. Wow. Man, look at all these other guys that's left.
Zeke's kind of falling down my board. I don't know. I feel like we've seen the best of Zeke. So
wow,
maybe
you don't like Zeke.
They're going to get healthier at quarterback spot, but Actually,
Like, why do you think he's in the decline though? I mean, outside of last year, what indicators have you had? I mean, the dude's 25. He's 25.
I know. He's got a lot of miles on the tread. And here's what I'm telling you, Dan, it's not that I don't think he's going to have an awesome season because I think they're going to if now again, we're looking at us, but Dak is like the leader to be the return guy, the bounce back guy. Can they both? I mean, I guess the whole offense could, but I think he's going to be throwing that football a lot. CeeDee Lamb, to not Mario.
Goodness gracious.
I mean, I expect the ball to be in the air, and I think Tony Pollard showed that he's earned it to get some touches too. So,
And you're talking all this smack as you're literally drafted Tony Pollard.
he was the highest guy on my queued board ahead of time. No, it was not on purpose, but I had queued some running backs because I knew I was like, hey, dude, you got to get some running backs on this team. So no, it wasn't on purpose, but it is kind of common.
Yeah, and ironically, after I sat there and bashed Evan Ingram, I drafted him minutes later. Tight end 15 in round 12. That's exactly where I said I'm
That's a great spot for him.
especially in best ball. We're gonna catch up on our Superflex DoGood fantasy best ball draft. It is the third and final of these series. One of 15 best balls we've done this year.
15 best balls. Man, I know I did another one. I gotta figure out
To this date,
how do I get to it.
Our efforts in the off season with our listeners, we've raised $5,000, and looking forward. Our listener leagues will be going in August. We'll have some more details on that in the next couple of weeks.
Listener leagues in August. Definitely sign up for a listener league.
Appreciate everybody, not just our listeners, but all the others on the channels. A lot of other hosts got involved, including Justin Fensterman, who just did it with us on Thursday night, and Lisa Ann, who was at the first Superflex of these best balls back in the end of June there. So it's been lots of fun. We'll keep you posted. We're going to recap all that. We've got the comeback player of the year. We talked about bounce back players. We're going to actually look at some of the DraftKings Sportsbook on it, tell you which ones are there. James sort of already teased. He doesn't like a lot of it. I'll offer my and your calls ahead. So stick around. Stan Claskins, it's James Adams. It's more Fantastics Insider Football coming your way right here on this Saturday on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
Some guy was upset he didn't get his pick, so he just left the draft completely. Oh my goodness, man. It's fantasy football, man. It's okay. It's okay. Everything does not have to go your way, man. My goodness.
I talked to coaches.
Oh, okay. See what James is going to do right here. I can pull up my team. Looking at Kyle's team. Let's see. CJ Square Sports.
James White Dempsey for the football Diamonds. Every Saturday night.
I just need Dalvin Cook. If Dalvin Cook can stay healthy, man, I'm feeling really good about my squad. Because our receiver is going to catch passes. My tight end is going to catch passes. Right? So if Dalvin Cook can stay healthy, quarterbacks, they're not going to put up 300-yard games, but they're going to put up some decent games. Right?
On her second career Grand Slam after winning the French Open back in 2019. And
plus, it is best ball. So Baker Mayfield happens to go for 400 yards 1 week. He'll be the guy they put in there. So I'm okay with that.
tomorrow in Milwaukee, as the Bucks will be entertaining the Phoenix Suns, who lead the series 2-0. Suns forward Torrey Craig is day-to-day dealing guys like Hebrews.
Ooh, Daryl Henderson. Okay. Yeah, that was a pretty decent pick. Backing up Cam Akers.
A charge Kansas City Chiefs defensive end Frank Clark with a felony weapons violation.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Who should I go with? I'm going to go with the number one receiver in. Let's see. 14th pick round. Go with. I'm gonna take Parrott. He may be the starter. He may not. Oh well. Take some Jets players here in the later rounds. Then I guess. Let's see. I need to take a tight end.
The Angels 7-3 calling the Mariners radio network is heard on Sirius XM.
Got Ebron, who it's Ferguson. Yeah, I'll take my. Still got Hayden Hurst. He's a forgotten guy. Dalton Shorts. Yeah, all these guys here who they may do something, may not. So, Ferguson. Is he the starter? Is he the starter now in Tennessee? Let's see, Tennessee's tight ends. I guess they figure he ain't getting the ball at all since Julio is in town and AJ Brown. Oh, Jalen Waddle. Yeah, I get Jalen Waddle pick. Let's see who I got so far.
Including
Man,
Britney Spears.
like hot mess, but it's best ball, so that hot mess can turn into gold when it's all you need. Is one of those hot mess guys that turn into gold. Because you don't even pick a starter, you just lay them all out there and they play.
We'll dive deeper than anyone ever has.
Toxic, the Britney Spears story is available now on the SXM app, free for most subscribers.
This guy pointed out that he either has 3 starters at QB or 3 backups. That's funny.
Jump on the shows you missed and listen to your favorite hosts whenever you want. Download today and
Oh, okay.
see sports. Dan Clatskins and James Adams are giving you the knowledge that will separate you from the rest. You're listening to Fantastics Insider Football on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio.
All right, welcome back in. Third and final hour of Fantastics Insider Football. Happy to be with you on this Saturday, every Saturday of the season. Between now and through the NFL playoffs, get myself along with James Adams. Sundays too.
Bigger desk.
One fantasy. If you're getting ready for the upcoming fantasy season, no better way to prepare than with the Fantastics Draft Advisor software. You can go to insiderfootball.com, download a free trial. All of our tools are out, our 2021 projections. You can see all the various packages as well available to you. We are whipping it out here today. Definitely using it as a guide in our DoGood Fantasy Superflex Bestball number 3. Not getting to use it as much as I like because we're hosting show draft.
That's right, man. On deck.
Calls too. We're opening up.
Oh, Dan took another guy I had. Oh, somebody took another guy I had.
If you're getting ready for a draft of your own, want to talk about that as well. Got some unique settings, something different. We'll plug it in software, tell you how it shakes out your format as well. 888 XM Fantasy 888-963-2682, the number to get in there. We're going to get into some super flex, more back to our basic strategies. We're going to do QB2 targets for you today. And our question today,
who am I going to go with next?
2021 fantasy. James has offered up some. We've got plenty more of those. And I definitely think, James,
I'm going to take
interesting names on the list, to say the least, that we've already discussed in that regard.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, you know what? I guess I'm just trying to rack my brain because last year, in hindsight, Alex Smith seemed like the obvious answer. And after
T.Y. Hilton.
how are we not see this? It's coming.
I took Rashad Berriman. All right.
Made him comeback player of the year. Much less play. So I look at the list. And I mean,
Still got 7 rounds to go. I think I'm gonna take a tight end and a defense with my next pick and just start to get some scraps after that. Anybody that can make a big play, pick those guys up. Definitely try to make sure I get Alexander Madison. Somebody may get him though here in a little bit.
We're looking at draft teams.
Sammy Watkins still in there. Denzel Mims. Wow.
Players that have,
Man, these guys, like some of these guys just are getting passed up on. Tariq Cohen is one of my guys I had on my list. Pass catcher. Let's see.
Barkley plus 600 for Joe
James Washington football team.
plus 7. Carson Wentz plus 900. You got Julio at plus 14. Sam Darnold and Derwin James and Von Miller only 1,600. Joe.
Then they're talking about the comeback players that you can bet on. I know my man Chris he would love that, man.
Danielle Hunter, Tebow.
Sniped by Nathan. Oh, Ferkser. Yes.
I don't know. I mean, just looking at guys that are plus and down.
Jacoby Myers, another sleeper pick. Elijah Moore. That's the receiver out of Mississippi.
But to really get down to the plus 1,400.
I wish they did receivers by year. Let's see.
Of interest to me is Odell Beckham Jr.
Let's see who we got left. Calvin Harmon, Josh Reynolds went to Tennessee. He had a spot until Julio showed up. We got Richie James. Ooh, wow. Scraps. James Washington is decent. Tevin Coleman, one of my guys I had pegged. Jalen Rager.
Brown so terrible.
Let's see. Jamison Crowder. Darius Slayton.
Exciting about potential that we have and we're seeing.
Quan Smith.
And we know that they have the best running back tandem in football with Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Aguilar still out there.
That first playoff dub, they took the Chiefs and gave them all they wanted. It's one of the reasons I took Baker Mayfield as QB 15 and my Scott Fishbowl draft earlier.
Defense.
Off the board. I think Baker Mayfield in this passing game is grossly underrated right now. And if he stays healthy, I don't ever think we'll see Odell Beckham Jr. get back to that top.
Still got the Ravens out there, the Patriots, the Steelers, Bills. I'm going to take one of these guys, my next pick. Coming up in 8 picks. I'm definitely taking a defense. Definitely taking a defense.
7.
Still at 2 hours of live streaming. Still got 6 rounds to go.
Makes a deep run like they did a year ago.
Next time I'm gonna try to get my boys on here to do a draft. Definitely gonna be live streaming my drafts that I draft in August and September. I'm gonna have to do one of those from Texas because I think I'm gonna be in Texas that weekend, but I'm gonna still live stream it. I'm gonna do it.
Is there another? People are just like, man.
Oh, got a defensive run. I think these guys are about to all go defense here. I could be wrong, but this is my prediction.
Yeah. It's kind of
Could be wrong.
Star name. He's a little bit old in the tooth, long in the tooth, I guess. Derwin.
Yep. Austin Hooper. Oh, somebody took tight end. Okay. Austin Hooper off the board.
There's more to
Giovanni Bernard, guys that are stacking up on some of these running backs.
People know that. It's a coin flip kind of, or it's a last choice kind of thing.
Oh no, I'm not even gonna talk about my pick right now because I don't want the fantasy football guys to be like, got you. I'm taking your pick. I'm going to take your pick.
I don't think he's going to get you 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns. He doesn't have to with a score though. So again, talking value, going past the top, the top of the board. Like it's not going to be Julio or Sam Darnold. I can't imagine either of those guys putting up a big year. It's not going to be Tebow or anybody below him. I love you, Kyle Long, but it's not going to be an offensive lineman winning this award. Odell Beckham just kind of stands out. I don't know if I make a play, but of the ones you said after you get the 2 or longer.
To one of my guys, Jalen Rager. So 2 more picks. You still got Darius Slayton. Got Baltimore Ravens D.
For those
Ooh, Baltimore Ravens D,
it is
always nasty. Patriots D looking for a bounce back. I think I'm gonna go with that Baltimore Ravens D if Kyle Williams doesn't take the Baltimore Ravens D.
like just past the injury. I think this Panthers offense is also
Let's see what we got here. What you gonna do, Kyle? What you gonna do, Kyle Williams?
take a step forward.
Here we go.
Fantasy. I mean, this is not a guy
Man,
falling over and all that.
got some time for this an edge up. Boy,
I think this all been better with him than it was with Teddy Bridgewater and
come on, Kyle.
other players.
What you got? What you got? What you got?
Person in terms of back player of the year.
The Colts defense is on the Ravens. I'm gonna take the Ravens D. Yes. The Colts defense over the Ravens defense. Interesting. All right. So now I'm gonna go with Alexander Madison. Hopefully, if he's still there. Let me see what else I got out here. Can't believe nobody took. Let me see all positions. What the ranks are. Dave Montgomery is still here for some reason, even though he is like done. I may add Jameson Crowder because he catches passes too. Even though you got somebody I catch those passes from that rookie, right? And let's see who else I got here that can running backs that's looking like straight. I may have to go with, let's see, Eric Ebron. You got Eric Ebron. Oh, Dan Claskins took the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I know he's five average too, but Carolina versus New York at that same odds, I could see it being Barkley here.
Yeah.
It tells you Dan Claskins is a big Cincinnati Bengals fan, and he took the Steelers defense. So when you playing fantasy sports or fantasy football, definitely you can't be a homer, man. You just can't do it. Sometimes your home teams don't have it. I mean, I know everybody is talking about how bad the Dallas defense is going to be this year. I think they're going to be better, but man, I wouldn't draft them. No way. Oh, Rashad Bateman, okay. A lot of rookies going off the board here. A lot of rookies going off the board when you still have a lot of, players who definitely are, been in the league more and have definitely more production. Not many running backs. Running backs are just like nothing is there. Nothing. Kind of like the opposite of what we say about the Falcons, inside the Falcons, the Atlanta Hawks. We talk about the Atlanta Hawks and we say they got shooters everywhere. It's one of our big things on CJ Sports, right? And we had that conversation the other day, how they're going to keep all those guys because they got a lot of guys. Man, it's nothing in terms of running backs. So hopefully Tim Feller or Dan Claskins won't take my guy so I can get him out the way and then just finish my draft off by taking another defense that may do something and pick the best players on the board. And hopefully they have some production.
Fish Brain app. The Fish Brain app. Yeah, it's an app that helps you fish. The Fish Brain app helps you find the best fishing spots, buy the right fishing gear, and know exactly what bait to throw for every species. Leave leftovers. With the Fish Brain app, you get exclusive insights and predictions based on millions of other anglers' recommendations and logged catches. How neat is that? It's like having a personalized fish finder right on your smartphone. And don't worry, you're in control of your privacy. You can decide if you share a fishing spot or not. I don't mind. I'm just for
tired. So next time you can outsmart the boat next to you. Hey, hey.
I'm already on it.
Fish smarter this summer with the Fish Brain app. The Fish Brain app smart technology is available across the country. Download the Fish Brain app today. Just search Fish Brain wherever you get your apps or learn more at fishbrain.com.
Summer's in full swing and it's time to hit the beach. This is Jake Danny, co-founder of Fair Harbor. At Fair Harbor, we make the world's most comfortable swimwear. Do you hate mesh lining? Well, you're not alone. We heard horrible chafing stories about mesh lining, so at Fair Harbor, we replaced it with our Breeze-Knit box-brief liner, and it's softer than anything you've ever felt before. From swimming, exercising, to lounging,
There's one of the guys I had pegged. Let me see, can I get some guys in here? Got Nelson Aguilar, probably gonna be the New England #1 receiver.
has recycled over 7.6 million plastic bottles.
All right, got Darius Slayton.
20% off. Everyone listening.
Added Jameson Crowder. Ooh, Kansas City Chiefs defense. Wow.
For 20% off and save goodbye to mesh fibers. That's fairharborclothing.com, promo code BEACH21 for 20% off. fairharborclothing.com, promo code BEACH21.
This is Dan Klaskins. If you play season-long fantasy football, head over to our website, Insider Football.
Boy.
Our fantasy draft advisor using cutting-edge indicators.
5 rounds to go. 5 rounds to go. Right now, been on live for 2 hours and 5 minutes. Still probably got about 30 minutes left. Same time, listening to Fantastics Insider Football on Sirius XM 87. You know, and football is fantasy football is about to get, man, revved up real big. Really going to get revved up. Guess one of these days I'll have a bunch of folks watching, they're asking questions so I can answer them. Right now, still out here young, trying to make it happen though. As a hot one would say, you're young, right? Let's see. All receivers. You got James White still available. Maybe James White may catch a pass. Man, who is the backup running back? Who is the backup running back in for the Chargers? Man, there's Austin Eckler, man. That dude known to get jacked up. So see, can I pick up Justin Jackson and see what's going on? Oh, Damian Williams. Yeah, that's a good pick. Sleeper. Definitely. Let me see if there's some sleeper picks out here. Yeah, somebody got to back these guys up, right? Oh, Arizona running backs, nothing. Atlanta running backs, nothing. Baltimore running backs, yeah. Buffalo, Matt Breida. Oh. Ooh.
I'm not a Twitter guy. Timer and then Twitter.
Montgomery is not there. For some reason he keeps popping up, but he's not there. Samaje Perine.
Sure.
D. Ernest Johnson. Remember him last year? Had that one big week against the Cowboys, and then after that, disappeared completely. Royce Freeman used to be something. Wow. Running backs. Mark Ingram probably gonna get cut. Jordan Wilkins. Carlos Hyde. Darrell Williams. Man. And Justin Jackson seems to be like one of the best options. Hayden Hurst off the board. Nobody want my boy. Well, I'll keep quiet. I don't know. Jalen Richard, yeah. But they brought in Kenya Drake, so who knows? Malcolm Brown. Malcolm Brown finally left Los Angeles. That means the floodgates going to open up for my man Cam Akers in my one league. Open up. Ty Montgomery, Devontae Booker backing up, Saquon Barkley. They took Blake Jarwin. What the heck? All right. I got to get at least one tight end. Man. Got Jimmy Graham, I got Jack Doyle. Take one or two of these guys. Let's see. Jimmy Graham is known to catch a touchdown. Jack Doyle is just solid. Will Disley. Wally Cox. I have to take a tight end here. I need one tight end to back up Darren Waller. Darren Waller going to start every week, so I just need one guy. So let's go with Jimmy Graham. Let's see, Darren Waller is week 8, so Jimmy Graham, hopefully. Now, you know what? I'm going with Jack Doyle, because Jack Doyle, I think I trust him more.
I think it's great.
Jack Doyle.
In the short term, 2 of my top
All right.
running backs on my board. And
Now I can have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 running backs so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Receivers. Hollywood Brown is
receiver. So let me go. I think I'm gonna see. Is Darian? Let me see who is ranked higher.
best player that each one's moving around. Whether it's Stinkers or it's Ford, whichever one you want to think is third best. He's
Receiver.
better than Hollywood.
Who? Darius Slayton.
let's make the trip.
Go with that's Danny Dimes. Kenny Galladay is okay, but Slayton can easily feed off of those Holiday. Galladay double teams or whatever is going to happen. I'll go with Darius Slayton here. You know what? Maybe Jamison Crowder, right? Zach Wilson has to have that safety blanket, and Crowder is definitely going to be that safety blanket. This pick, I got 3 picks left. OJ Howard off the board. It's a good pick. Let me go Jamison Crowder, man. Add to work. Oh, true draft. Bestball. What defenses are left? Let's see. Oh, some decent defenses left. Dang. Detroit Lions defense is projected to. Jeez. Let's see why. Let me see if who is my big play guys. Let's see. Definitely Slayton is a big play guy. Sanders, maybe. Sammy, no. Zach Pascal, no. Tim Patrick. Let's see. Scanling, yes, definitely. Could be a big play guy every once in a while. DeMarcus Robinson, Anthony Miller, Rashard Higgins.
The basics.
Keenan Cole.
Everything. I mean, if you're looking for a good steak and you're willing to spend a couple of dollars, Ruby's downtown is the best steak I have ever had in my life. I'm a big person. I'm 44 years old. I've eaten a lot of steaks. Never had that. It's cheap.
James, love those steaks.
Dan's at the spot right there. Because Florence is close to where we're at. Off the top of my head, I was prepared for football, not food today. All right, but Greg, hit me up. As for the 110, I mean, I'm okay with taking a receiver there, Greg. I think you need to get a running back with one of those first two picks. If you don't want to take one with both picks, that's okay. You got to take one with one.
James White.
If you don't
James White.
you like that's better. I think when you get to that pick, what you're basically gonna have to look at.
Devontae Booker. Oh, they took Darius Slayton off the board. Look at AJ Green.
Running back. We have to play that one by ear based off what's on the board, but I'd have trouble leaving the 2.3 without having one of those picks be in my running.
Yeah. I'm good with James' take on the 110. In Northern Kentucky, if you're staying in the Florence area, there's tons of great options. Well, one of my favorites, Libby Southern Comfort down there in Covington. You can check that out. And definitely Terry's Turf, best burger in Cincinnati. So
Manuel Sanders gone. Let's see, running backs. Justin Jackson. Zach Pascal.
Let's talk keeper with this. Brian, welcome into Fantastics Insider Football.
Hey, how's it going?
So we're almost there. Almost there.
Hard time between these four guys.
Zoom meeting is using your microphone. Yeah, I know. Not much to talk about. So I still have 3 picks left in the draft. Right now, my draft so far. Remember, this is a Superflex 2-quarterback league, 1-point PPR. Quarterbacks get 4 points for touchdowns. You get 1 point for a catch, 6 points for a touchdown by skill player. You do not get any points for a running back carrying the ball. You do get 1 point per 10 yards for receiving and rushing the ball. So it's a different league. Everybody's league settings are different. So you always got to remember you need to draft based on what your league settings are. And there's so many tools you can use, or you can just, be like my man Chris, who is part of CJ Squared Sports, who goes with the analytics and, has been to the championship 2 times in a row in my league, but has come up short. I have won a championship one time, and though some folks will, discount it because I made a trade they didn't like. And my man Joey won a championship one time when he had Todd Gurley and Le'Veon Bell when they were at the height of their powers in the NFL. So, CJ Squared Sports Productions going to have some more conversations about fantasy football drafts as we get closer and closer to the season. And hopefully we can participate in some of these listener league drafts or drafts to see what happens. So definitely do some best balls, right? Some best balls in FanDuel or DraftKings. It's so many things you can do to get ready for your home league draft when it comes to fantasy football. So it's something you can do.
I'm keeping JT and Waller out of this group. I agree with you. The Lamb's kind of the odd man out. And like you said, it's just because probably the other 3 are.
Yep.
Diggs, it's hard to give up in 6. I'm keeping the running back. I'm keeping the second guy for sure. Between Diggs and Waller, I mean, it's kind of a coin.
The thing is wide receiver. Wide receiver, the value is just always falls.
They're talking about how the value of wide receiver falls. Yeah, it's true. We had a guy. I mean, one of these days, I'm going to pull up my rankings from my league in terms of end of year rankings, and you'll see guys who didn't get drafted finish in the top 12 of their position. So, in a 12-team league, that would be a QB1, wide receiver 1, RB1, and we had a couple of guys. We had Justin Herbert. who didn't get drafted, finishes the QB1. We had James Robinson, didn't get drafted, finishes the RB1. Justin Jefferson didn't get drafted, finishes the wide receiver 1. So, drafting is a science, but sometimes it comes down to purity luck. All right, so here we go. Big play potential. Let me get some big play potential. I think out of all the guys I got here, the guy with the big play potential, you know what? Let's see. Let me look at the board here. You got Hunter Renfro a little bit above Justin Jackson. What about defense? What defenses are left? You got the Saints, you got the Bears, the Saints, the Falcons. I think I can, let's see. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go here. I don't think that Justin, I don't think Austin F is gonna make it the whole season. And I like Justin Jackson as his backup. So, and now I think I'm gonna go with my last pick's gonna be the best receiver on the board and another defense. So let's go with my defense here. I got the Bears and the Saints.
It's great opportunity.
I like the Saints defense, man. They always are causing havoc. Bears defense are the same when you got Khalil Mack back there, even though last year he didn't have a great year. So we'll see.
I'm trying to figure out which combo I like. I'm like, I don't really know. I mean, right? Those 3 receivers, I'm happy with any of them as my 1.
Rank them just as your rankings would have the 3.
I would have Ridley first. I would have, I'm sorry. I can't believe I just said that. I would have Hopkins first.
Hopkins first.
Then Ridley, then DK.
All right. You're up on the clock, so I'll take it over from here.
These guys are on the radio. They're behind the actual draft, so it's crazy.
According to the draft advisor software, I haven't plugged in 10-point PPR specifically, but it's the column that goes up there. But those receivers are pretty interchangeable. I mean, I agree with James's rankings on them. You're going to get a stud wide receiver 1 on the swing there. That's the key takeaway here. So for me, like Harris is projecting ahead of Mixon in the software. I'll stick with Hopkins Harris, but I'm really inclined with the Mixon Ridley combo. A lot of that's because I really like the third winning team here for me is the one with Edwards-Helaire. I personally think Edwards-Helaire is a tier down from these other 2 running backs to where the receivers are pretty close. So hopefully that helps. Appreciate that.
Asia Mitchell, wow. Dan Claskins is like pulling guys out the woodworks. Let's see.
We'll continue. We've got some calls. One more segment to get some of those in at 888-XM Fantasy. James and I are going to put some finishing touches and dots on our Superflex Bestball draft. Plus, we have
hold on. What's my defense? My defense was my first one was the Ravens. Okay. All right. Let's see. Bears.
We'll do that.
Draft.
This Saturday edition of Fantastics Insider Football on Fantasy Sports Radio.
All right. And I got one more pick left. And I'll be done. That's a good pick. If Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, Chuba Hubbard. You got 22 picks here. It's not like the league when we have 18 spots. Oh, Colt McCoy finally left. He finally left Washington. He's in Arizona now. I guess James must have picked him up just in case Kyler Murray gets hurt. I see that he has Kyler Murray too. AJ Green off the board.
It's the easiest way.
J Squared Sports.
We all know how to wash our hands, but
man, what a day! What a day!
Million Americans. The answer is Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs that cause congestion, colds, and flu, so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. Better yet, Novartis is all natural and drug-free.
We almost,
That's why top respiratory hospitals recommends nasal irrigation.
we have
Explaining the fact that
15
virus is
the
thriving.
draft is over.
Environment.
What's crazy, like I said, what's crazy is there was a guy who was in the draft. He left because he didn't like his,
For a month. If you're not delighted, return it for.
I don't know, he didn't like that somebody picked up a player he wanted, which I don't understand when you're in a fantasy football draft and you don't leave because you don't get the player you wanted. It's just, that's crazy. But it is what it is.
Bestball formats. Planet Hill Winverse. No trades. Just draft. No in-season management at all. Bestball is a great way to practice drafting before your draft.
I gotta definitely try to get into some more best ball drafts. They give me a new chair too. Should do a GoFundMe, CJ Square Sports, for a new chair for JB. Oh my goodness.
Or download the app today with promo code radio and make your first deposit to receive $25 in bonus cash. Visit underdog.com or find them in the App Store and register with promo code radio to get $25 cash with your first.
Brian Edwards, famous Joe. He must change his name. No, did he? Yeah, he changed his name middle of the draft.
Radio CJJ X-Series.
This is Fantastics Insider Football with Dan Klaskins and James Adams on Sirius XM Fantasy Sports Radio. All right, back to the radio on
The show winding down. As we speak, there are a couple more segments taking you to the top of the hour. That's when we'll give you the replay of the FSGA Fantasy Football Champion Leagues draft with John Hansen, Bob Harris, and Howard Bender. What a great week of drafting we've had here off the channel as part of the FSGA and everything that's going on this week. This is if you missed any that the top of the hour. Ben and Carol doing a great job flying solo behind the glass today, helping us out. We are just rounding.
Marcus Mariota, CJ Squared Sports and stuff will be back. A new show will be posted next week. We had our production meeting on a couple of days ago, and we're going to be back doing. It's going to be talking during Game 3 of the NBA Finals, right? And some, looking bad right now for the Bucks, but you remember they were down 2-0 to the Nets as well. So, those guys have been resilient, and they finished off the Hawks without Giannis. So, I like the next two. I like them for the next two games at home and tie this series up. They go down 3-1 though. I think CP3 and the Suns are going to bring the championship to Phoenix. And CP3 is going to cement himself as one of the greatest point guards and players in NBA history. Evans.
We do a competition where it determines where we can choose our draft position. So
Under pressure. John Flacco off the board. Man, James
Competition to this.
James Adams is like going crazy with quarterbacks. He has like 5 QBs. He doesn't trust anybody. He backed up all his QBs.
Okay. This is cool. Putting a little extra twist to it. So you got the third pick. It's like,
Let's see. It's like if any guys, Wayne Gallman, draft.
forward.
All right, here we go. Well, there we go. A lot of guys who are pass catchers, point getters. Of course, I have Devontae. I got some big hitters. You know, I really like my big hitters with Dalvin Cook, Devontae, Darren Waller. I like those guys, and I like the guys I have around them. So, you know, here's my draft. Here's my squad, right? And I think you can see it over here. I mean, I got plenty of receivers, plenty of running backs, got 2 tight ends, 2 defenses, picked up 3 QBs. Hopefully they all stay healthy, because if your QBs aren't healthy, then you're done. You can start 1 or 2 QBs, so it's all good. So the draft is officially over. If you want to hear some more about the draft, make sure that you check out CJ Square Sports, subscribe or follow, subscribe, like, and it's 3 guys, dipping their toe in something that's done by a lot of people, but we think we are doing a good job. So, and hopefully everybody else will join in. All right. So we are out. JB's out for the day. Holler back at me when you get a chance.
Because there's going to be sweeping backs the next time around. Like the